absolutely horrific.
After seeing the box on the news, police say it was a tough one with the family.
For all these years, we have no idea what's been going on.
On the following night, a lady named Mary gets a knock on her door. She was wondering who it is, so she goes up to the door, she opens it, and it's her neighbor. Her neighbor is named Carmen. What you need to know about Carmen is that she is very popular around her neighborhood for cooking really good dishes. And she had a dish in front of the lady named Mary. This is called croquettes. Basically, it's a deep fried dish, and inside is meat and cheese. The reason why she made this dish for her neighbor Mary is because she wanted to give her a box. The neighbor wanted a favor. Mary said to Carmen, okay, come inside. But she didn't follow her inside the house. She just handed her the croquettes. She got it. She looked at her neighbor kind of weird, set the croquettes down, and the neighbor also said, here, take this box. I need you to do me a big favor. Mary, open the box. Don't just take the box, open it. Because she's acting strange and weird, and I'm not liking it. So as the neighbor Carmen gives her the box, Mary takes it. She says, what's in the box? She stays silent for a couple of seconds. It was very awkward because she was being strange the whole time during the interaction between the two. And she said, oh, I have family coming over. And in that box is toys. A lot of my toys, specifically toys. And I don't want my family to find my toys, so I decided that I will pack it up in a box and give it to you, and you can just hold it for me, please. Now, this is also very weird to me because it's not like your family gonna dig and check through your whole house. If you would just pack it up in the box, keep it under the bed, or keep it in the closet, or somewhere in the garage, nobody wouldn't know. Why would you want this box completely outside of your house, inside someone else's house? Very strange. Mary, open that box. She doesn't though. Mary actually says, okay, you want me to hold your toys? But Carmen wasn't laughing. She was looking at her seriously, and Mary was just laughing in her face, and she felt embarrassed. So Mary's smile slowly started to come to a fade because she noticed her neighbor was very serious about the situation. Mary said, okay, I will do it for you. I apologize for laughing at you. And the neighbor said, okay, thank you, Mary. Thank you for holding my box for me. I will be back to get it. Just wait till my family leave, okay? And don't open the box. Just keep it sealed, keep it closed, and just keep it somewhere. Thank you. She says, okay. She closed the door, and they go their separate ways. Of course, she goes in her house, and the neighbor goes in her house. Okay, first of all, why does she have this huge box of toys? This is not a little small box with just it's a huge box.
In a very stifled box, and if I'm not in that box, do not tell anybody about it?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. No. Well, I've got a finger.
Matter of fact, I didn't tell y'all this, but Mary actually asked her, why do you have all of these toys? When it was face to face, when she was standing outside of the door, she said, well, because I was actually going to use this for my boyfriend. We actually planned to do a lot of stuff together, and that's why I have all of these toys. But he broken up with me a couple of months ago, and then I'm not able to use it, but I have family coming over, and I don't want nobody to see it, so I decided to come to you and put it over your house. Please, just stop asking questions. Can you just please hold my box of toys, Mary? Thank you. And the reason why that I hung on to these toys was because I was hoping that he takes me back, but he did not. Mary says, okay. I was just very curious because I'm doing a big favor for you, but I'll stop asking questions and I'll enjoy those croquettes. Thank you for those as well. You know it's my favorite. I love them. All right, enjoy your night. Good night, Miss Carmen. Good night, Mary. Shut the door. Now, finally, she goes upstairs in her home, put it in her closet on a shelf, and it stays there. Now, this short break is sponsored by y'all having y'all snacks. Shout out to my supporters for having y'all snacks. Y'all know I have to stop the video. It's very important. It's part of the movement. GGYS, go get your snacks. Honestly, I don't even know if I ever heard a story like this in my life. I've probably seen a movie like this, but a true story? Shout out to Koreax Kitchen.
Cause you never know when I'm gonna leave again. Appreciate me while I'm here.
Y'all already know what I'm about to say. Go get your snacks.
I just started off in your world.
Okay, so the box is in her hallway closet, not the closet in her room. Mind y'all, I will not mind my business. I'm gonna open that box. But there is a problem. If you place this box down and try to open it, you can't just open it. You need scissors or a knife to cut it. And the neighbor would be able to tell that you was in her business. Would you open the box or would you mind your business? Because the neighbor was acting very strange. Too strange. But the neighbor was like, you know what? I have this whole tray of croquettes. Let's get this box out my mind and let's just enjoy this food, even though it may take me a couple of days to finish it. She loved those croquettes, so she was gonna eat it all. She was just gonna watch TV, just mind her business, take her mind off of it, and enjoy her time. But the next day, she didn't come for the box. Matter of fact, a couple of more days come and she still didn't come for that box. Now, this neighbor was the type of neighbor where she was very patient and she wasn't gonna come to the neighbor to try to embarrass her. So she was like, you know what? I'm gonna just wait it out and I'm gonna just wait for her to come get that box. But that turned into months. And because it was so long of her waiting, something strange started to happen. She would pass up the closet and this horrible smell would come from this closet. Now, at first she didn't think it was from the box, but she knew that smell was coming from the closet, so it had no other choice for it to be the box. She said, you know what? I'm not gonna mind my business. She didn't come pick up her box in months, so I'm gonna open this box and I'm gonna see what's causing that smell. So she brought it to the kitchen, and like I said, you need like scissors or knife to open this box, and she used scissors, I believe, to open it, and she opens it and it's not toys. So she screams, runs out the kitchen, calls the cops. The cops come to the place, they investigate the box, and it's the head of the boyfriend that the neighbor mentioned. Well, remember when she was like, he broke up with me? Actually, around that time, he went missing.
Oh my God, someone's here.
Nobody could find him. Nobody could get in touch with him. They even did a search. He was just gone. And this is why I said I will open the box. I will probably do it right in front of her face. I'll be honest, I have to know what's in this box. She had a head living in her house the whole time? The neighbor goes, I promise. She told me to just hold her box and she told me to just keep it in my house and just wait. She said it was just toys, but the smell started to happen. And when the smell started to happen, I opened the box and there was somebody's head, like, oh my God. So now you have this neighbor, very sad, crying, tears coming down her face, asking the cops for help. What do she do? Cop says, it's okay. We're gonna go check the house, ma'am. Stay calm. We're gonna go figure all of this out. So they go to the neighbor's house, right? Now, before all of this happened, like before the neighbor even received the box, something happened before that, which was the boyfriend went missing. The police knew that, so they said, Carmen, we're gonna have to check your house. This was a big problem because Carmen actually murdered the boyfriend, chopped his head off, and the head was living in his house, but just the head. So since she knew the police was gonna come check her house, she put it in a box, stored it up, gave it to the neighbor, said, it's my toys. By her saying it's her toys, the neighbor is not gonna open the box, which worked out for her until the smell happened. So now the neighbor found the head in the box because of the smell, and now the cops said they was gonna go over to Mary's house, which they did, to look for the rest of the body. They couldn't find it. Matter of fact, they checked everywhere for the body. Still to this day, the body is not found. Well. Remember the croquettes? The running theory is she actually ground his body up, and inside of those croquettes, when she handed her neighbor the tray, because it's filled with meat and cheese, was the boyfriend that the neighbor was eating and consuming. People around the neighborhood probably also had her croquettes as well, because people knew her as being a very, very good chef. And so everybody around the neighborhood possibly ate human and don't even know it.
Committed some crime along the way to get that slab of meat. Grave robbing, desecration of a corpse, murder, and maybe all of the above.
And that's why the police couldn't find the rest of the body, and it was just the head. I don't even know why she just kept the head, be honest. So now to this day, Mary has the thought of when she had this big tray full of croquettes the whole time, she was eating the missing man. Oh, whoa. And the theory also gets even much more deep because remember, the lady gave her the croquettes multiple times. And if you're gonna ground somebody up, the tray will be too big. So maybe piece by piece, you would just give the neighbors a tray full of croquettes. Because remember, this guy was gone for weeks. And the neighbor would just be slowly consuming the neighbor. Next week go by, oh, here's another tray full of croquettes. The next week go by, here's another tray. And the neighbor loved the croquettes so much that she didn't care because she would always eat them every time the neighbor bought her the croquettes, which is insane. Now, with that being said, thank y'all for watching this crazy video. Remember, always stay safe. Remember to, I guess, not trust your neighbor. I love my neighbors. Thank y'all for watching, and bye.
Moved out of state, she doing love, she seeking forgiveness. She's dancing, she want alone, start up a